everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And in just a moment, we'll hear from our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Utah Jazz. On Thursday, they'll be playing against Michael Porter and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Friday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Here's the starting group for Houston. The perimeter pair will be Thompson next to Durant. Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. And it's Van Vliet in at the point. And for the Jazz, Markkanen and Kessler man the post positions. Then it's George, and it's Mikhailuk in at the 2. So, Greg, tonight is night 2 of the back-to-back. These can't be easy to play in.
Yeah, this is a test of will and really of conditioning as well. I expect there to be some big swings tonight. Should be a fun one.
Here's KD. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Teams have always tried to be physical with KD in the paint. Tried being the key word.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I briefly spoke with Will Hardy. The first thing on his mind was not letting Kevin Durant beat them. He said, quote, even if it means playing off other guys, we cannot let KD get comfortable. We have to be right up in his jersey the entire game. We're going to see some aggressive D on Durant tonight by the sound of this. Kevin?
And Allie, thanks so much. And here are the Rockets now. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, they just pummeled them from the perimeter. Did a nice job working the ball around and getting those high percentage looks.
Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Markkanen finds George to the inside. Kessler, and Kessler throws it down.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Van Vliet with the bounce pass. Pass to KD. Thompson in the corner. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Thompson's got 5 now.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Amon will blow right by you.
Here's Mikhailuk. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And here is Şengün. And he misses the fast break layup.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
And you have to feel for him. That's the kind of miss that will stick with you for a little bit.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Hendricks passes to Kessler. Can't get it to fall. Rockets leading by 5. Still, to this day, RJ, Kevin Durant still seems matchup proof.
Well, yeah, because nothing's changed with his height and the skill. That quick release and his competitiveness, oh, it's the same as it's ever been.
And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
And the first one at the line is good. And in the summer of 2022, Greg, the Utah Jazz traded away their franchise cornerstones, Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell.
And that signaled the beginning of their rebuild. But they've overachieved for a couple of seasons now that ended last year when they really bottomed out.
And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
Here's Kessler. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Inside, stolen by Markkanen.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Mikhailuk. Markkanen a screen on Van Vliet. To end the run, a nice shot by Mikhailuk.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Houston leading by 4. Van Vliet outside. Now Thompson. Van Vliet with a screen on George. 6 to shoot. The shot from the low post is good. Thompson's got 7.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
For Utah, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. In the corner, George with it. Nice ball movement by Utah. Pass to Collier. Lock at 6. Markkanen a screen on Katie. Mikhailuk lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Mikhailuk's got his second bucket of the night.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Van Vliet outside. Now, here's Şengün. And it's sent back by Kessler. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Kessler. And Thompson kicks to Durant. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 7 points in the game.
No hesitation from the swing man. Durant has such confidence shooting off the catch. Tremendous.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. We'll take a look at the Rockets. Right now they're in 7th in the conference, looking to build on their record. And, of course, Utah, 6 games out.
Yeah, right now, though, the Rockets, their slow start to this season has brought some of this team's issues to light. And this is a team that I didn't think had any issues to speak of.
The one positive is that it's early. You don't want to peak too soon, and they are far from their peak. We know how good a team like this is, and they have a lot of time to turn it around.
Now, here's Thompson. 14 points from him the last game against the Utah Jazz.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, it just his effort level was off the charts.
Jazz trail by 9. Pass to Mikhailuk. Outside, George. Here's Mikhailuk. Outside, Markkanen. The Jazz with another miss. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Last time they met was in Utah where they beat the Jazz.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. Bailey's checked in for Mikhailuk. And a change for the Rockets. Shepard's checked in. On defense, Houston, 9-point game. Outside, George. Kessler, a screen on Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's George for 3. Markkanen sets the pick for George. Pass to Collier. In the corner, it's Kessler. That one goes. Count it. Kessler's got his third basket of the night.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Rockets leading by 7. Here's Shepard. Up and in on the layup.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Here's Collier. Still scoreless. Outside, George. And the 3 off target.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
So it's the Jazz now. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Over to the wing. The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's Collier. Bangs home the trifecta.
I guess that defense thought they could live with that, and he punished them for thinking so.
Houston's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Pass to Shepard. It's hauled in by George.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Rockets leading by 6. Now, here's Thompson. 11 points in the game. To the inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, you look at Alperen Sengun. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
He misses the free throw. Richard, we know that anytime Alperen Sengun steps on the floor, he's a triple-double threat.
Yeah, he's one of the tallest players to ever have multiple triple-doubles. Sengun is such a great passer, it adds another dimension to their offense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Tari Eason's checked in for Smith. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Kevin Durant. And Okogie subbed in for Amen Thompson. Here's Sensabaugh. Driving the lane. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Filipowski. His 3-pointers off the mark. Rockets leading by 7. Shepard with the ball. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Utah Jazz.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
Here's Collier. He has 5. Pass to Nurkic. It's up a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. A big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team, and Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process, seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. Back over to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And so it's Utah here with the ball, following the score by Houston. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. And once again, off the mark by Utah. Houston leading by 9. Here's Shepard. Here's Eason. Over Collier. Shot by Eason. No good. Utah shooting to start this game off about 41% from the floor. Here's Collier. Finney-Smith defending. Bailey sinks the triple.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
A minute 20 left in the first quarter of the game. Now Shepard. Down low. The rebound by Collier.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Pass to Sensabaugh. The 10-footer. And again, it's Utah. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Shepard, the pass to Finney-Smith. There's a Kobe. Driving inside. Count it, good. And the Rockets lead by 6.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's Collier. He's got 5. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. Eason passes to Shepard. To the paint. And Şengün throws it down.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
Here's Bailey. Wide open shot is on the money. Bailey's got 5. Amen Thompson, he's feeling it tonight, and he has been the driving force for the Rockets. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Right back after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Rockets leading by 6. This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Alperen Şengün out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Shepard, and it's Okogie in at the shooting guard. And Şengün throws it down.
Punishing the rim right there. Şengün.
And for the Jazz, they're shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. This past offseason, the Rockets had to find a balance, Richard, between adding talent and maintaining chemistry.
Yeah, that's because continuity was a big factor in their success. But they also understand that in order to win in the postseason, you need star power.
And it's Shepard missing. Jazz trail by 8. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Pass to Bailey. Takes the 3. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 8.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Shepard with the ball. Kick by Finney-Smith. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the Jazz with possession here. Screen by Nurkic. In the corner, George with it. Filipowski in the corner. Shot clock at 5. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Here's Shepard, following the bucket by the Jazz. Pass to Eason. Here's Okogie. Here's Shepard. Off target from outside. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That's his first foul. Aaron Holiday's checked in for the Rockets. On defense, Houston. They've led by as many as 11 points. Pass to Şengün. 5-on-3 break. In the corner, George with it. Over Eason. Another miss by Utah.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Bailey with the ball. Finney-Smith defending. There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the fore.
Yeah, Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Bailey. And you think about the importance, RJ, of awareness and basketball IQ. What about players who don't have that, but are immensely talented?
Well, they still have to grow their IQ, and that can take time because if you make too many mistakes, it will cap your minutes.
Houston making a switch here. Davison's checked in. That one misses. And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent. It's also about timing.
Here's Collier. He has 5. Such a wide open look. George has got his first 2 points of the night.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Pass to Shepard. Here's Davison. Here's Finney-Smith. The Rockets with another miss.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
Here's Bailey. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Houston in the lead. Here's Davison. Nothing on the board. And now Utah, fast break. Here's Collier. Here's Bailey. Can't tie it up as that one misses. To end the drought. Shot by Eason, no good. The Jazz have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. That puts them in the lead. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Houston's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Pass to Şengün. Banked in off the glass. And 11 points for Şengün.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Utah's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's ready to talk things through with them. So both teams changing it up here. And a chance here to check out some stats for Lauri Markkanen.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Kessler with it. Şengün covering. And here's George. He's got 5. Pass to Collier. Clock at 4. Over Thompson. The Jazz with another miss.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Haiti, so efficient in there.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Jazz trail by 3. Here's Collier. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. From the arc. Good D by Thompson. Rockets leading by 3. Smith's shot is good.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Here's Collier. Last game he had 10 points. Outside, Markkanen. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Markkanen's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Rockets have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. In the corner, it's Eason. Back to Durant. Here's Smith. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, scouts have said Smith needs to get stronger, and maybe that's the case, but boy, he sure muscled that one in.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year? He's been somebody they love having at the line.
So Jabari Smith has shown he can be a contributor, but Richard, it is a process.
And you know he's still young, and for a lot of players, especially the taller ones, it takes a couple of years to find your game.
Here's Kessler. He has 6. Pass to Collier. George hacks a 2-pointer, and the rebound goes to the Rockets. Şengün's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. George against Durant for 3. Smith. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Smith's got 8.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the Jazz making a change here. Mykhailiuk has checked in. The league's long-distance bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
And you look at Durant, he's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
Collier, he's checked in for the Jazz. And a change for the Rockets. Van Vliet's checked in. And, Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future, and they've already shown they can make a major impact.
Now, here's Durant. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Utah Jazz.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Here's Collier. They trail by 7. Here's Hendricks. All 3 off the mark.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. Utah's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Knocks it loose. In the corner, it's Eason. Houston moving the ball around. KD finds Thompson. Driving in. Caption coming off the assist from KD. And it's a 9-point Rocket lead.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Here's Collier. 5 points in the game. On the wing, Markkanen. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And just using that length to his full advantage. Durant draws the foul, and we know what usually happens when he steps to the line.
And he can't get the first one.
And Durant is just a true hooper. He has never stopped working on his game, and we all know he also watches a ton of basketball games.
The Jazz making a switch here. Nurkic is checked in. Adams, he's checked in for Houston. Here's Collier. Outside, Markkanen. And Durant sends it back.
The verticality that KD possesses, it helps him erase that shot at the rim.
For 3. Oh, KD buries the 3.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
To the middle, here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
It's the sheer size of Nurkic. It's his girth. It is so tough to contend with.
Rockets leading by 11. Now here's Durant. He's got 13. Thompson passes to KD. It's good. And that's 15 points for Kevin Durant.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
The Jazz making a switch here. Sensabaugh is checked in. Markkanen passes to Collier. Here's Mikhailuk. Here's Sensabaugh. Just 5 on the clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Collier, a three-pointer off the mark.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Thompson outside. Back to Smith. Jacks up a three. Kessler with the rebound. Jazz trail by 13. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. Amen Thompson, one of the most spectacular athletes in basketball. Coach Ime Udoka said he's so fast and explosive that he has the versatility to attack any matchup. Put a big body on him, he still has his advantages. We can put him anywhere in actions, and he can get downhill. Back to you.
What an athlete. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And that one misses.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Good on the second free throw. We've got 1:18 left to play in the first half. Smith sets the pick for KD. Trying to find Smith. He's got it now. Yep, that one goes in there. Smith's got the lead up to 14 now for Houston.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Pass to Markkanen. Here's Mikhailuk. Guarded by KD. Mikhailuk can't get it to go. Houston leading by 14. Here's Van Vliet. Out to Smith. Fires for three. That's in. That's his fifth field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. And Utah has possession. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Sensabaugh. Now Kessler. Adams defending. Fires the three. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And Thompson gets it to go.
Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender. Poor guy.
And so it's Houston with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
I'm here with Coach Ime Udoka. And, Coach, what are some of the positives that you can take away from that first half?
Our physicality has been good to start. Obviously, a point of emphasis is keeping them under control in transition. We like how we're guarding defensively. Obviously, it is big against this team.
Great start. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Player of the Month awards are in. Let's check them out. And the Eastern Conference winner, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, the Greek Freak, always a great pick for this award because he's so consistent. Gives the team an anchor on both ends. He's always getting better, and his teammates love playing with him. Such a great guy.
And taking a closer look at that first half, how about Kevin Durant?
He's in the mood offensively, carving up the defense like Kenny carves up that tofurkey on Thanksgiving.
Tofurkey.
Yeah, that's like tofu and turkey mixed together. I can't lie. I get into that.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Amen Thompson has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Houston Rockets. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Markkanen and Kessler man the post positions. Then it's George, and it's Hendricks in at the 3. And that's the group for Will Hardy as they begin the second half.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
George has gone 2 of 5 from beyond the arc so far. Left side, KD. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And let's take a look now. Amen Thompson's numbers.
This last month, he has been a real positive for this team, averaging 15 points a game, over 2.5 steals and 4 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
He's someone you can rely on to bring it on a nightly basis. When they need a basket, he's the guy they turn to.
And he makes the first.
You love everything that KD gives you on both ends, and he's a 3-level, 2-way player. He's a quiet leader, but he leads by example.
Collier, he's checked in for Utah. Durant nails both of them. Jazz trail by 18. Here's Collier. Pass to Mikhailuk. And Utah, another 3.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
And so it's Houston with it. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Şengün with a screen on George from outside the arc. Şengün, no good. Utah has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And a miss there on the triple. Rockets leading by 15. Here's Van Vliet. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in.
Although he is just 6 feet tall, Van Vliet has no issue going into the land of the Giants.
Well, Fred Van Vliet wasn't going to be denied his chance, RJ, at playing in the NBA.
No, he wasn't. Undrafted, yes, but training his whole life for a chance. And when he got it, boy, he did not let up. Ever since he was young, he was getting up at 5:30 every morning to train before school.
Now, here's Durant. 17 points in the game. And there's Van Vliet on the assist by KD. Van Vliet's got 5 points now this quarter. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Pass to Collier. Outside, Markkanen. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Thompson with it. George picks him up. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And, Richard, you were telling me before the game you're a big fan of Amen Thompson.
Oh, Amen, he is an elite defender who can guard multiple positions. One of the top athletes in the league, and he's just such an instinctive playmaker.
And that one misses.
Look, when you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
And it's Collier missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
KD dishes to Thompson. Lets it fly. Off target with the jump hook. Jazz trail by 19. Here's Mikhailuk. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Now Kevin Durant, 17 points in the game. And there's the call on Durant. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Well, some of the numbers NBA wingmen have been putting up from the field this season are truly impressive. Have a look at the top shooters among them. Kevin Durant, number 1. Second, Ace Bailey.
And that tells you about their ability to slash through the defense and get to the hoop effectively. I mean, because you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of a percentage.
That's true, but they can also fill it up from outside. This is a group that can score from anywhere on the floor.
Now, here's George. He's got 8. Here's Markkanen. Rebound by Smith.
They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Van Vliet passes to Durant. Şengün with the screen for Durant. Inside. A second chance effort. Şengün with the bucket. Şengün's got 13 points.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's Markkanen, and he lays it straight in.
Hey, look, you got to keep Markkanen out of the paint. He's just too big on that block and imposes his will.
Here's Van Vliet. He has 5. Outside for KD. No good on the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Now here's Durant. 17 points in the game. Pass to Van Vliet. Lets it go from deep. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
When it comes to finding ways to score, Şengün, he's got a deep bag of tricks.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Houston?
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
The first one falls.
Lots of promise in Şengün's game. Certainly has the frame to be special.
He hits both from the stripe.
Şengün's fun to watch on the block. Drop steps, spin moves, up and unders. This man will put on a clinic down low.
To the paint, and stolen by Şengün. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen by Markkanen. Pass to Kessler. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. The first free throw is good. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Well, despite some uneven shooting for them, they're still out in front.
Pass to Collier. Here's Mikhailuk. 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Even though it didn't go down, they'll take that shot every time.
Here's Van Vliet. Here's Smith. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And smart play by Smith, using that build to get in there and just fight for the rebound and the finish.
Jazz trail by 17. Here's Collier. He's got 8. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Markkanen's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Van Vliet with the bounce pass. Outside Durant. Pass to Van Vliet. KD a screen. Shoots over Collier. The 10-footer finds the target. Van Vliet's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
And it's Collier missing.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Van Vliet passes to Şengün. Now Kevin Durant fires from deep. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
And Utah has possession. Trailing by 19. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Here's Collier, covered by Van Vliet. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Bailey's checked in for Mikhailuk. And a change for the Rockets. Shepard's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Now here's Thompson. No good on the 3. Here's Collier. He's got 8. Bailey with a wide open look. Sinks the 3-pointer. Bailey's got 12 points in the game.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Rockets leading by 16. Durant feeling it out a bit. Smith finds Thompson. 3-pointer. It's good from Shepard on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got assist number 5 here tonight. Markkanen against Smith. Markkanen passes to Kessler. George dishes to Markkanen. Back to George. 6 on the shot clock. There's the triple. And it's Collier missing.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Smith the pass to KD. And finished off by KD.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something that everyone knows or should know. When Durant turns it on, there is no slowing him down. That's how lethal of a scorer he is in NBA history.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Smith sets the pick for Durant. Pass to Şengün. Now Shepard. Markkanen pulls it in.
Really thought he had this one. And the defense, they were giving it to him.
Here's Collier. 8 points for him. Markkanen with it. Now Smith defending. Back to Markkanen. And they double up Markkanen. And finished off by Bailey.
If you want to throw out of a double team in the NBA, you really have to sell it.
Shepard with the ball. He's got 7. You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
Here's Collier. Pass to Kessler. To the inside. Bailey. And finished off by Bailey.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Houston with a big group substitution here. Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Tari Eason comes in for Smith. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Okogie subbed in for Thompson. Rockets leading by 17. A minute 42 left in the third quarter. Adams, the pass to Okogie. From downtown, drops in the tray. Shepard's got 10 points.
The shooting ability is incredible. Shepard's got a shot from all over the floor.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
End of the day, you just want to be a solid rotational player. Nurkic's size is intimidating on both ends of the floor.
1:16 left to play here in the third. Adams, the pass to Finney-Smith. And some nice passing there by Houston. Shot from free throw range. Okogie misses.
Decent look from mid-range. You almost have to take that shot to keep the defense honest.
Here's Collier. He's got 8. Here's Bailey. And he's good on the 3-ball. Bailey's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Jams.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
30 seconds left to play in the third. Launches it. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Now Shepard. He's got 10. Eason with it. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 16.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And so it's the Houston Rockets with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we'll be right back after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big man in the league today than we've ever seen.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So on the floor for Houston, Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Alperen Şengün. Then there's Shepard, and it's Okogie in at the 2 guard. Here's Eason. Pass to Okogie. And there's the drive, and the layup falls. And so George will bring it up for the Jams. It's an 18-point game. And here's Nurkic, the tray. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Out to the right wing. For three, Okogie. Rebound, Utah. Lepowski's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And the basket by Bailey. Bailey's got 14 points here in the second half.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Rockets leading by 16. Here's Shepard. Şengün passes to Eason. Can't cash in from close range.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And the first one drops. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Here's Eason. Down low, here's Shepard. Filipowski grabs the board. And they're staring at a sizable deficit.
And still within reach, though, that they don't have to rush things.
From deep. Rebound, Utah. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the paint. Here's Sensabaugh. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Houston leading by 12. Pass to Okogie. There's the three. A three-pointer is right on target.
An extremely unselfish player. Shepard loves to get others involved and create for his teammates.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And here's George. Five on the clock. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Okogie. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for the Jazz. KD's checked in for Houston.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
The three from George. Eason grabs the board. Eason's got 5 rebounds tonight. And he banks in the layup. And the Rockets lead by 20.
Showing how tough he is. Shepard doesn't get rattled by the physicality.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Now here's Nurkic. He's covered by Eason. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And you can see what the emphasis was at halftime. Here in the second, a lot more effort to get the ball inside, and it's starting to pay dividends.
Shooting one.
Free throw, no good for Nurkic.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
Durant over in the corner, Shepard. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. KD's got 9 assists now tonight. Richard, we see such an influx of foreign players. Any concern that American-born players will fall behind?
100%. We have to change our development. We have to change our approach to youth basketball because right now the Europeans, 1, hungrier, 2, they have a greater approach for skill and technique at an early age.
That's his 6th miss and 12 field goal attempts. Bailey with the ball, picked up by Shepard. Here's Sensabaugh. The Jazz with another miss.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Easton passes to KD. Here's Okogie. No one near Shepard as he lets it go. And another 3 for Houston.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Now, here's George. Pass to Sensabaugh. Outside for George. Inside, it's tipped and stolen by Şengün. Here's Okogie. Shepard, he shoots again. Utah with the rebound. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Şengün with the screen for Durant. For the 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Now George. Pass to Sensabaugh. 5 to shoot. And Nurkic has it in the corner. Good on the triple. Nurkic has got 5 points now this quarter.
Nurkic has that shot in his arsenal, which is something that the defense has to recognize.
Rockets leading by 19. Shepard, the pass to Durant. Shepard with his screen for KD. Out to the wing. Okogie for 3. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 10 assists here tonight. So active.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Now, here's George. Here's Markkanen. Count that bucket.
And he has to build on this because we can see where him being a ghost out there has gotten them so far.
And as the NBA gets more involved in global basketball, Richard, you and I were just talking about this. Commissioner Silver wondering about shortening games to 40 minutes. What are your thoughts?
Well, in the game of 2K, I think the sweet spot is about a 5-minute quarter. But in real life, if you change 48 minutes, there will be a revolt. I like how Durant keeps all his options open, kicking the ball to another guy when he doesn't like what the pick and roll gets him.
Utah has gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Markkanen can't get it to go. Houston's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the 4th quarter. To the inside, it's deflected and stolen by Şengün. Rockets leading by 22. Pass to Shepard. Outside Durant. Drills it from outside. Durant's got 25 points.
Durant has so much length that it's hard to match how high he gets off these shots.
At the elbow, Nurkic. One-on-one here. Here's Eason. And the dunk by Eason.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And so it's Utah with it, following the score by Houston. To the middle to stop the run, and it's blocked by Şengün.
It's good to see Şengün come up with that swat. When he's engaged, he can be an impactful rim protector.
Outside, KD. And there's Shepard on the assist by Durant. 21 points in the game.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Here's Sensabaugh. After the Rockets pick up 3. Markkanen inside the line. Another miss by Utah.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Here's Okogie. Back to Durant. Shot clock at 5. Off target from outside. Utah shooting 40% in the fourth. Markkanen dishes to George. Back to Markkanen. It's rebounded by Şengün. And so Şengün will bring it up for Houston. KD with it. Pass to Okogie. Back to KD. From past the arc. The rebound by the Jazz. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Sensabaugh. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Can they get it? Second chance shot, and Nurkic finishes inside. Nurkic has got 10 points here in the second half.
At 7 feet, getting in Nurkic's way this close is hard to do.
Here's Shepard. Pass to Şengün. Fires the 3. Rebound, Utah. Now Bailey. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
.124 left in the fourth quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Houston.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for KD.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Now Durant, after Lowry Markkanen misses from long range. They set the pick. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Durant, and the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Oh, road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
The Jazz with another miss. Shepard with the ball. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
KD, you were really setting the table for your teammates. Was that a conscious decision?
I just wanted to see the floor a little better than I did last game. See where the help is coming from, see if they're helping, doubling, shadowing. So I just tried to play the game and be cerebral out there, and we played great defense on that.
Your court vision was on point. Thanks, KD.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that'll do it, folks. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Kevin Durant.